Well, how's it going, guys? What do you know? It's only been a couple days and I'm already making another video. Today, I want to keep cleaning up this mill area here and do something about this sawdust pile. Now this pile is sitting right at the front entrance of the mill and it just looks like shit. Now I know what some of you are thinking, why don't you sell that sawdust? And, well, that's a great fantasy. Sawdust ain't easy to sell. That's true. A lot of people use wood chips for animal bedding and they do get used to till into gardens. But this fine sawdust here, not a lot of people actually want. I can't even give it away faster than I can mill it. So that means I need somewhere to pile it, where people can come to the mill here, grab sawdust as they please, and it doesn't actually look very bad when they're pulling in. Now, I'm not planning on doing anything crazy. We're just going to build a wall here around the back to make this look a little better, and to prevent this sawdust from flushing into the creek during the rains. I already cut myself some 2x4s and some 4x4s to build this wall from. I just cut it out of some pine that I've had sitting around for the last year or so. And I already pre-marked the holes. And I got the drill hooked up on the skid there already. So let's drill out some of these holes and get to work. There's nothing like an earth drill to make digging easy. Now, this is my pile of lumber, and I got a couple options here. I do want this thing to look fairly nice, but I don't have any power up here. It means I can run up to the shop, grab the generator and the fancy saws, make this thing real nice with some real nice cuts, or I can cut everything with a chainsaw. I think I'm just going to cut everything with a chainsaw. So let's start throwing these posts in the ground. Well guys, there's our frame built. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a few days since I built this thing. Right after I finished it, we had a couple days of rain and I had a few orders to take care of. But the time has come and it's finally time to put some siding on this thing. For the sides on this, I considered for a second cutting myself some 1x and putting some real nice flat 1x panels on it. But this being a sawmill, I also got a massive pile of offcuts sitting over there. And for my building I want to build around the mill itself, I really want to know what the offcuts would look like for the siding. So when I build that building, I want to build a little shed area where I'm going to have my blade sharpener and everything like that. So I guess the first thing to do to finish this sawdust bin here is go look at some offcuts. Being a mill, I have massive piles of offcuts sitting all along this edge here. Now, I got a couple guys that picks them up every now and then, but they don't pick it up faster than I can mill it. And I'm thinking this stuff here is going to make a real nice side for that bin and when I build a shed. It's basically just all the first edge cut stuff for when I mill. So I think I'm going to cut some of these up and throw them on the side of that bin there and see how they look. Looks like it's gonna work. Let's grab some more. one's a little thick at the top, but whatever. It goes with the look. I didn't quite rip that one down enough. Got a little bit of an edge there still. See if that works. And she fits. And there's the finished sawdust bin. As I'm sure you can tell, it's a completely different day because I forgot to film an outro for this video. So here's the outro. That's my crappy sawdust bin that took way too long to build. So now I have a spot here where people can just come, back up their trucks, shovel all this old mill dust in and then take off. And I don't even really have to stop milling. It's just free for whoever wants to come grab it whenever they want to come grab it. Now, I don't actually like the offcut siding. I did this as a test for when I build my mill building, you know, to see if the siding looks any good, and I don't like it. I'm not doing that for my mill building. You know, when I do build that building, I think I'm going to go with the good old-fashioned board and batten. It's going to look way better. And that might actually be the next project. I have a truckload of poplar that's supposed to be here today and tomorrow, and I have a few people waiting for some lumber, so I got to get some orders out. But as soon as I have some free time, I'm going to tackle that mill building, and I'm going to finally get that done. So that might be the next video, or maybe I'll actually do a tour of the old Airbnb I renovated about a year ago, and then we'll do the mill building after that. I have no clue. I'm just kind of winging this whole YouTube thing, and as you can tell, it just took me 3 days to film building this building here, so don't expect videos too fast, but they will come out, and I'll see you in the next one.